So far we have studied exchange rate systems under which exchange rate of one currency is determined against another currency. Now we have theories of exchange rate. First one of it is mint parity theory. Let's look. So what is mint parity theory? This is one of the theories of exchange rate determination. This explains how does the exchange rate is determined for one currency in terms of another currency under gold standard system. Here under gold standard system, as per the mint parity theory, currencies are pegged to gold or silver, and currency's value is determined as per the value of the gold or silver. That means this is currency's value are pegged into gold or silver, especially gold under gold standard system. So the exchange rate is determined by the metallic content of the currencies. So that way the currencies of two nations, the currency value of values of two nations currencies are determined as per the value of the gold. Since the currencies are pegged into gold, the exchange rate variation will be driven by the change in value of gold. So gold standard system which existed in the world in the late 19th century and early 20th century was based on mint parity theory. So as I said, mint parity theory forms the basis for gold standard system which ruled the exchange rate system of the world in the late 19th century and early 20th century. England was a major nation, adopted this gold standard system but abandoned this system in 1931, and after the Second World War, United States became the only country followed the gold standard system or the mint parity based exchange rate system until 1973, with it later entered into the flexible exchange rate system after that with the collapse of Bretton Woods system. So that time US dollar was pegged into gold and all other currencies were pegged into dollar. But under purely gold standard system, all currencies were pegged into gold. So the currencies values of all nations were subjected to the changes in value of gold. So let us look a couple of examples for comprehending the mint parity theory. In the first example, we have two currencies, currency A and currency B. If currency A contains 10 grams of gold and currency B contains 5 grams of gold, that means the value of currency A is equal to 10 gram of gold and value of currency B is equal to 5 grams of gold. Then how does the exchange rate between currency A and currency B is determined? It is determined on the basis of the metallic content of these two currencies. So how do we do that? So let's look. B's exchange rate is 10 by 5. That is 10 is the 10 units of gram that the currency A has. Currency A's value is 10 gram of gold divided by 5, that is the value of currency B. Then 10 by 5 is 2, that means B's exchange rate is equal to 1 unit of currency A is equal to 2 units of currency B. This is the exchange rate. Then what is A's exchange rate? A's exchange rate is 5 by 10, that is 0.5. That means 1 unit of B is equal to 0.5 unit of currency A. So in example 2, let's take the case of United States dollar and Indian rupee, USD and INR. If US dollar, the value of US dollar is equal to 10 gram of gold and the same in 1 unit of 1 Indian rupee equals zero point 0.1 gram. So then what is the exchange rate of India and the United States dollar? So India's exchange rate is 10 by zero point 0.2. 10 is the unit of the value of 1 US dollar in terms of gold, and 0.2 is the point sorry 0.1 is uh, the currency value of Indian rupee in terms of gold. Then 10 by zero point 0.1 is 100. So in this example, by mistake it is 10 by 0.2. If it is 10 by 0.2, then 1 US dollar will be equal to 50 Indian rupee. If it is if Indian rupee 1 Indian rupee is equal to 0.1 gram, then the India's exchange rate will be 10 by 0.1. That will be 1 US dollar will be equal to 100 Indian rupee. Then what is US exchange rate? US exchange rate is 0.2 by 10. 0.2 is the value of Indian rupee in terms of gold. 10 is the value of US dollar in terms of gold. That is the gram of gold. Then 0.2 by 10 is 1 Indian rupee is equal to 0.02 US dollar. So this is the way in which exchange rate of currencies are determined as per the mint parity theory. So gold standard system was a kind of system which was based on the mint parity theory in the late 19th century and the early 20th century. So then what is parity in mint parity theory? Parity is in fact equality. That means the exchange rate between two currencies is determined by the metallic content. The value of the currencies will be determined as per the parity of the gold. The currency's value will be equal to the metallic content of the currency. That is a parity in mint parity theory.